Good morning everyone. Now we have 100 days for the preliminary examination. So this 3 months is very crucial for the preparation. So now what I will do is I will try to share the strategy what I followed during my preparation. The first and foremost is I want to clarify that this 3 months is for revision and practice and it is not for starting afresh. This 3 months is the last lap in your preparation. The effectiveness of this lap depends on how you consistently performed in the previous months. So if you want to score good in your prelims, you have to start early. So normally for UPSC preparation, you have to start 1 year ahead. So 1 year preparation is essential for UPSC, and this 3 months, the final 3 months before the examination, is to again revise and practice. The first important thing is the test series. We all know that test series is very important for the preparation. Normally we used to start the test series before in the month of October or November, and we normally have to do it consistently. What is the speciality of this 3 months is you have to solve a lot of tests, like full tests from different institutes you can join and you can solve the questions. Normally what I do is I normally write at least 2 tests per week. So that means you will practice yourself vigorously. You will practice your hand, you will practice your mind, and you will understand what is the pattern of the questions. You will follow the time what they have given. So all these practices will help us to solve the questions on time in the real examination without any tension. And another important thing is you have to solve the previous year question papers also. Why we need to solve the previous year question paper? One important thing is you will exactly know what is the pattern, what is the important focus areas in each subject. So you have to take a previous year UPSC civil services examination question papers, CAPF examination question papers, etc. So if you are doing this continuously, you will get the pattern of the questions. So you will focus on the area which is important. And another important thing is sometimes there will be repetition of questions also. So that if 1 or 2 questions get repeated, then that is like added advantage for us. So do solve the previous year question papers also. So what we learned now is the practice is important. The next one is revision. So normally while starting the UPSC preparation, what we will do is we will combine the preliminary and mains examination together. Preliminary and mains preparation together. So we will study the subjects together for both prelims and mains. So if you are a first timer, if you are writing the prelims for the first time, or if you haven't cleared the prelims yet, what I recommend is give the next 3 months only for the prelims. You should have completed the optional preparations and mains preparations by now. Now hereafter you have to concentrate on the prelims. Why I am telling you is once you clear the prelims, you will get the confidence you will get the power and energy for the next exam. So that is mains. So what we have to do, as I told you earlier, we would have started the preparation way back and we would have completed the important subjects like polity, geography, history, etc. This 3 months you have to take that subjects again and you have to revise it at least 2 times. Why we need the revision? The most important mistake what the aspirants make is at first they collect a lot of sources and they keep on studying different sources. I did the same mistake, but that shouldn't be done because there are some limited sources like polity we have Lakshmikant, geography NCERT GC Leong, and modern India we have Spectrum NCERTs. Follow those sources, revise it again and again. You will get the concept clarity. Every time you read it, if you read it again, you will get a new concept clarity. That concept clarity is very essential to solve the preliminary questions. No preliminary question is direct. You have to analyze it, you have to put the logics and you have to get the answer. So for that you need the concept clarity. So I always stress on revision. either the subjects or the current affairs, you keep on revising at least 2 times before the preliminary examination. And another important one which you have to do in this 3 months is you have to read 2 new books. One is economic survey and another one is budget papers. Why? Because only by now we have this economic survey and budget paper, that is by the month of February. The importance of economic survey and budget is most of the economics questions are directly linked to these 2 documents. So you definitely have to go through these 2 documents along with the revision of other subjects and current affairs. We spoke about the practice and we spoke about the revision. If the practice and revision has to be effective, we need a proper practically executable plan. So this plan has to be comprehensive and broad, and it should contain the space for your recreation, the space for your day-to-day activities, and it should be very practical. And say for example, normally if I draw a plan, I will allot some days for the particular subjects. Say for example, polity 12 days, geography for 7 days. So based on the subjects what you are comfortable with, you have to allot the different times for the different subjects. So that is all your plan and you have to stick to it. And you also give some, you should also give some space for the current affairs preparation, because current affairs you cannot pile up in the last and you cannot revise it. You have to do it regularly. You have to read the newspapers regularly. You have to read the compilations regularly. So you have to allot some time for that. So along with the subjects, you have to carry the current affairs also. These 2 things have to be balanced well in the plan. And another important one is, if you are an aspirant who are scoring good in the prelims test series, and if you are confident with the prelims, what I will suggest to you is to write at least 1 or 2 mains answers in the March month. April and May you have to give totally for the prelims, but in the March at least half an hour you can dedicate for the mains preparation, because after the prelims anyways we will have only 3 months for the mains preparation. So balancing all these things, you have to draw a plan and you have to execute it regularly, consistently for the next 3 months. Because why the plan is essential is, without the plan you will not know where you are standing and you cannot assess yourself. So for the self assessment we need a plan. In addition to this, we should follow the CSAT also, because nowadays CSAT is getting somewhat different from the normal CSAT questions before 2-3 years. So you need some practice. Even if you are an engineering student, take the CSAT question papers and just see what is the pattern of the questions, and if you feel it is tough, then go give some time for CSAT and clear it. Because I myself cleared the cutoff for GS paper 1, but because of the lack of marks in the CSAT, I lost the cutoff for that particular year. So don't do this mistake, give some time for CSAT. And there are some different changes in the English part of the CSAT also. So take the previous year question papers and analyze it and solve the CSAT questions. And another important thing is, you have to include this in the plan. And while I was telling earlier, I was speaking about the test series, and the one thing which I always stress is, if you are giving a test series, sit in the particular time 9 to 11 or 9:30 to 11:30, whatever you are comfortable with, and sit in that time and solve the questions as if you are writing the real exam. You don't use the digital watches, use the normal watch and take a OMR printout. Even if the question is online, solve it in the OMR, because marking it in the OMR itself will take some time, at least 5 minutes. So that time also you have to calculate in the real examination. So try to do that, and if you are giving an exam, try to complete it before 5 minutes, because in the real exams you have to sign some pages, you will be in very tensed or anxiety mode, so you need some time for relaxing yourself, right? So practice yourself for 1 hour 55 minutes and do this regularly, and you will get used to the real exam. So finally, the preliminary examination is not just about your knowledge, it's about how understanding the pattern of the questions and performing in the real examination. So get ready for that, and all the very best for your examination. Thank you.